Turtle for the turtle club.
This year we're going to be bigger, faster, stronger,
Healthier.
After stronger.
It's no longer Kanye. It's just yay. Nice. I like that. That's a good intro, man. We always put the pressure on you to do the intro.
It was Daft Punk before Kanye.
Yeah.
Get
out of here, young one.
You know what you can do? You can just get.
Made eye contact with him and gave him the thumb. Get out of here.
Bigger, faster, stronger. That's the Nuggets this year.
$1 Million Man.
We're bigger.
We can make him bigger.
We're bigger because of DeAndre Jordan.
Stronger.
We're faster because of I don't know. Bones Highland's faster probably now after a year in the league. Yeah.
Brown, KCP.
Stronger because KCP, man, that guy's strong, right? Isn't
we're healthier, so we're stronger.
Brown is strong too.
Strength in numbers.
Oh, strength in unity.
Yeah.
And strength in love.
Yeah.
All of those things. Welcome everyone. It's the season 3 debut. Go.
I thought you were gonna do if you smell.
I could never pull off the eyebrow. Could either Tim?
With the Nuggets.
I can't get that.
You know who's really good at that? Our guest,
Miller?
Matt Miller, was very good.
He's good at the people's eyebrow.
Guest from season 1. Do you think we'll be having more guests here in season 3?
I think we should try.
I think we're
Yeah,
going
we
to
need
get
to.
guests back
We need
on
some
board.
people.
It's about that time.
Maybe not every episode.
Mhm.
Find a happy medium.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Sounds good. Well, welcome to season 3, episode 1, where Bros on Nugs here are about to kind of talk about what happened over the summer, recap our summer deals. But most importantly, we are very close to the preseason debut of our Denver Nuggets, and we want to make sure that we talk this season expectations and answer the big question here, and that is, do we have to win a championship, whether that be a Western Conference championship or an NBA championship, for this to be a successful season? So that's the question we're here to answer. But we can't answer that question until we talk about a few things, starting with our offseason. Gentlemen, how did you feel about our offseason moves?
Well, I liked most of them. I'm a little sad to see Boogie Cousins go. I liked Boogie and what he brought to our team. He kind of showed it down the stretch run of the season there, and in the beginning of the playoffs, he played pretty well for us.
Well, let's take a timeout right there, Tim.
Okay.
Timeout without Tim. And that is, you'd rather have Boogie than DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. Will, I have my own thoughts on this.
Okay.
But I agree with you in terms of personnel wise, like game. In terms of game. Yeah. In terms of game.
But apparently, he's good friends. Jordan's good friends with Green.
Jeff Green, yeah.
And they've really been hitting it off, and they're helping develop the whole culture amongst the players. So, according to everything I've read in preseason, it's a good thing. I've just personally liked the way Cousins played with our team. I'm a little nervous of how, not necessarily off the court, but on the court, Jordan's going to fit in and congeal with our boys.
Yeah, when Jokic is in foul trouble, specifically, depending on the team you play. Got it.
It'll be a different type of game for the second team, obviously, because you're not right. Last year, Boogie could play in a similar style and fashion to Jokic. This year, we don't have that at center, at least at DeAndre Jordan. The question is, do we think Najee Harris is going to kind of fulfill that role a little bit? He seems like a little more versatile, Jokic type, not as big, obviously, but at least pick and roll style, be able to pick and pop, be able to do some things that DeAndre Jordan can't. What's nice about DeAndre Jordan, and I think we need to throw it out there, is he's a rim protector, though he's old and probably can't protect the rim like he used to. He is a rim protector, and that's one thing we've lacked, even with Boogie Cousins. Defensively. My thing about Boogie, though, is I'm not sure he's a team dude, and I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I think that's probably, the culture things, but I get why Tim, because he was a big part of the success that we had down the stretch and played, pretty well in the playoffs also. And so I get that. I think DeAndre probably won't play as much as I might be wrong here. I think that's matchup dependent how much he plays in a given night. I think what you're
Injury
seeing, yeah,
dependent.
I think what we're seeing probably from the front office, from the Nuggets and Nuggets in general, is that they really like where Najee's at.
Yeah, I think that's
he looks stronger this year at camp. They said he's been a beast on the boards and has really worked hard, and I think that's they really want to move forward with kind of utilizing Najee in that second unit and being multiple with him.
Well, I think what that second unit brings, if Najee is your guy and not DeAndre Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan's more of a matchup guy, and obviously a playoff matchup guy, because you'll have to, the game slows down a little bit, and the Warriors crushed us on the boards in that playoff series. But you can run faster. I mean, regular season wise, Najee can run with Bones. I see a lot of youth and just go and just try to tear up the game the best you can for a 5-minute spell. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's cool. But to your point, I think Boogie's a better fit than DeAndre Jordan. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead with the other moves.
Good, brother.
No, it'll be interesting to see because, just to repeat myself, like I like to do, is everything I'm reading is saying him and Green are really taking over the veteran leadership of the team.
There we go.
Which is exciting. I'm just nervous about the gameplay stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but I'm really excited about Contavious.
Yeah,
KCP.
Yeah, I'm excited about him. He hits a lot of corner threes.
High percentage
corner three man, and we've been lacking that because Jokic can find that guy wide open, so that'll be exciting. Our seconds actually took it to the starters in a scrimmage, and they scrimmaged a full NBA game with refs and everything, and our second string beat our first string. So
I find that hard to believe.
Bones Highlands went off, and Zeke Najee went off.
They both went off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
Highlights from it. Bones look good, and
to me, that kind of just tells me that I don't know if Michael Porter Jr. was in the starting lineup, but he might not be quite all the way where he needs to be. You would hope he would be. He says his back feels great. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's not get too far on a tangent there because we will talk about MPJ.
Contavious.
Let's stay focused on our off-season moves and how we feel about them. And I'm with you on KCP. I think corner three, great defender. Probably the best 3-and-D dude we've had.
Wow.
I probably ever, unless you want to count. I shouldn't say ever. In the last few years, Gary Harris was a very good 3-and-D guy. I got my Gary Harris. I got my Gary Harris in.
Not a lot of three.
We brought in some good people. Yeah, I mean, our draft wasn't bad. That Christian Braun kid played out in summer league. He can be pretty exciting out of Kansas. I think it sucks that Colin Gillespie tore his ACL with the way he had been playing in the summer league stuff. He looked like he was going to be pretty legit.
Though he looks a little healthier than I expected in my little training camp videos. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, we're not there, but
no, I think we did some good things to make ourselves more championship ready. But it's the West.
What's the biggest move, man? Was it KCP or was it Bruce Brown?
I think. He thinks. I get that he's a starter, championship pedigree. With the Lakers, they're going to depend on him a lot. I really like the Bruce Brown move. Sign. I think addition by subtraction is, as much as I love Monte and Will Barton, we're kind of giving the keys to Bones there a little bit in regards with running that second unit and being more responsible for some offense. He's going to have to be our sixth man in regards with scoring, and not just him. I mean, him and Bruce Brown. I know Malone really likes Bruce Brown. He said if you guys want to watch some good plays, watch what Bruce Brown did against Jason Tatum against the Boston Celtics.
Oh yeah,
how he defended him, and he had a really good series when he was with the Nets. And same kind of thing. Those guys know each other: Jeff Green, DeAndre, and Bruce Brown. So I like the Brown one, but I totally get the KCP trade, and I think that was a good trade. Ultimately it filled the void because we couldn't defend the wings, man.
No.
And so, and you saw that in the draft too, with drafting Brown. and also
The
Watson.
UCLA kid, yeah.
Watson. We're going defense on some of these things, and it's been a big focus at camp. And I'm excited. I think we're going to see that defense that we saw prior to the Jamal injury, and hopefully we don't turn the ball over as much as we have the last 2 years.
Well, if
No
any
more back rubs, Will.
No more back rubs, right? Monte.
if anything was proven last year, it was that as long as Jokic is in your lineup, you're going to score points, right? Doesn't matter who he's playing with.
Right.
He was playing. We thought Bryn Forbes was good for a little. That's just like we thought Bryn Forbes was good for a little bit because he played with Jokic. Like seriously, he makes everyone around him better. There's a reason he's a back-to-back MVP.
Max extension, baby.
The dude is amazing, and we'll score points. We will score points. I'm almost certain of it. Will we stop people?
Yeah.
And I think that was the franchise, if not Mark Malone, probably certainly Mark Malone, but the franchise also saying, with this dude, we're going to score points. It's time for us to focus a little bit on
Mark Malone. I mean, Mike Malone?
Is Mark Malone his brother?
Mark Malone.
Is that his brother?
You guys ever met Mark Malone?
Is that his brother?
His brother?
I met Mark Malone 2 days ago at Patty's Pub.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh, I got you though.
So episode 1, man.
We're a little rusty out of the game.
damn it.
But
That's
Mike-
really bad.
Mike
What's
Malone-
good about Mark Malone?
What is good about Mark Malone?
Well, he's like a hybrid of Mike and Carl.
Right.
So he's like everything you want out of coaching, but also everything you want out of a power forward. Mark Malone.
I'm Mark Malone.
I don't know how they got no bug in it.
I don't know how he got away with that. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike Malone.
Well, how did the man show even last for as long as it
yeah. I think could even do that.
Different times.
Yeah,
different
different
eras.
times. Right,
Yeah,
correct.
beautiful. Great. Horrible.
Mike Malone probably wanted more defense, and I think the franchise was like, "Yeah,
He's a
we'll roll with
defensive
that." Yeah. Oh yeah, such a great defensive. Just giving up points all the time, but that was what he was known for. That's why we brought him in. It's because playoffs. This guy.
People don't play defense in the NBA.
Oh, also, yeah, part of that is the 3-point line has been extended like 5 feet beyond, and dudes can just shoot like
Right.
it's just a different game. You can't defend anymore. You really can't. I mean,
Well,
you can.
but it's a different type of defense.
It's
You need
not
more help.
easy.
You need
You're
people
just-
sliding across. You need,
Yeah, you're just
It's
trying
more-
to get them as close to the end of the shot clock as possible.
It's more
Right.
of a team D, I would think, nowadays with how far
It's
people
just-
can shoot and people needing to recover, people need to be in help.
Crazy, dude.
You know,
Imagine the effort. These guys have to be in such good shape to play defense in the NBA because you're so extended now.
Right.
Like you have to pick up at half court. You have to pick up at half court, if not before, right? Like it's a different game. But yeah,
Thanks, Curry.
yeah. Thanks a lot, Steph Curry. Did you guys see that stat where like threes before Curry came into the league versus threes after?
he
Right.
changed the
Pretty
game.
pretty staggering.
He changed the game.
Change the game.
And now what we don't realize because we grow as
That's what adults
old.
do.
Yeah. We grow old as he grows older. But what we don't realize is these dudes like Bones Highland and Trae Young and guys, they watched him and they were like, that's what I want my game to be.
Right. Even Jamal.
And it's just going to continue to extend further and further out.
So
And
yeah,
this,
until you
is,
have another freak athlete.
this is a-
someone do something.
this is a tangent, but there will be a 4-point line in the NBA within a decade.
Interesting.
Bold prediction. Number one.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Put it on the board.
There will be a 4-point line, or at least a 4-point spot.
This is like the Barkley though. We got to put the sticky nuts. There'll be a 4-point line.
This is a prediction, but Dave. Any other off-season stuff you guys want to talk about?
Dave Dradamas.
Dave Dradamas. I like it. Time out with Tim and Dave I can't even say it.
Dave Dradamas.
Dave Dradamas.
Dave Dradamas.
Okay.
Or Graf Dradamas.
No,
Is Graf Dradamas better?
it's fine.
It's fine.
Any other off-season stuff like did you get? Christian Brown? I mean, anything on him?
Yeah, I like his defense. He's not like a, after watching him play in the NCAA tournament, because you watch him play at Kansas because he's a Big 12 guy. He was never like a shooter, but we drafted him for his defense. But then he kind of between, I guess, the national championship and the draft, worked on his shot and became more of a shooter. And we got to see him shoot a little bit more, I felt, in summer league than I saw him play for an entire season with Kansas. So I think he has potential to be a D3 guy. Not right away. He'll definitely be a D guy right off the bat, I would think, on like second, third strings. But I think he could develop into a D and 3 guy. I think he could be a good one.
I don't know if you guys have heard of Bike Self. He's a great coach in the college game. Bike Self. Yeah. But he's really good. But anyway, Bike Self kept him in the game the whole entire championship game, which just says a lot about leadership and quality of play.
I think it'll be good.
Necessary to a team. So add another defender, and then Watson is a shot blocker, long and
Something we haven't talked about yet is Conley leaving, and now that we're with Calvin Booth, how do you guys feel about
I can't believe you even mentioned his name.
I know, but we have to.
I know.
What do you guys feel about Calvin Booth and how he's doing with this offseason?
Well, he obviously has been around the team, and he saw something that maybe Conley was unwilling to do, and that is to just go defense.
Like, if Conley's still there, we don't trade Barton.
Probably
not.
Yeah. They probably are very good friends. And he drafted Monte, so he's probably stuck on Monte.
Right.
He made those moves. What? There was some crazy draft. It wasn't a draft thing. It was a draft thing. A Conley draft thing about how many dudes just never made it. He hit with Jokic.
Didn't you guys send me that article? Wasn't it from 104.3 The Fan that really called it how they saw it?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk about how great Conley was, and here's all the things he did
crappy
wrong,
moves,
all the crappy moves he had. So everybody wants to, because he drafted Jokic, want to crown him a little bit. And outside of how do you of course you're going to draft Jamal. He was just sitting
That's
there.
an easy one to draft.
And then MPJ, it's there's the
Nothing
guy that
is-
should have been a top 5 pick who was injury prone.
That's a gamble.
So that's
That is a gamble. And it's still a gamble.
Still a gamble.
So that's not proven to be a
It's
great
a bold
pick.
move.
The contract extension was a bold move before he left. So
Yeah, what a dick. Do you think maybe he had already...
Trojan horsed it.
Yeah, you think he Trojan horsed that? Do you think... Oh, would he do such a thing?
Would he?
What? That would be horrible.
He goes out and gets Rudy Gobert the moment he goes to the Minnesota.
To the Minnesota.
Okay,
I've been to the Minnesota.
To the
Rudy
Minnesota.
Gobert.
I've been to the
Oh,
Minnesota.
I'm thinking Minnesota.
Sorry, Tim.
No, you're just saying Rudy Gobert is overrated.
Yes.
He's a really good defender, but he's a really good defender. But outside that, I can't stand him.
No, I can't stand him. I really can't. Imagine him in a Nuggets jersey.
No.
We
Gross.
could have. Yeah, I mean,
Gross.
yeah, it's pretty gross. All right. Well, so the offseason, we're all okay with it, I suppose, overall.
I enjoyed all the videos of Jokic enjoying his offseason. I don't know if you guys
He
saw
was partying.
those. He was
Did
partying.
you see him with Baghdad?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
You can imagine the music. Yeah.
Yeah, they're having fun.
They're having fun. It's awesome.
They should have fun.
Yeah.
Both on.
If I was Serbian, I'd be having fun too. You know why? Because Russia didn't invade me.
You're right.
Sorry.
It was probably on their ticker list. But
Yeah, it's on their next.
It's on their next list. But
to-do list.
Ukraine's like, no.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they were having a great time. I loved Jokic, the recent post of him watching the horse race while he's lacing up.
His basketball shoes. What about that sweet fadeaway 3-pointer against Giannis that he had in the Euros?
I know they got eliminated from the Euros, but that game against Greece was freaking cool to watch the highlights. I didn't watch the game, right?
I just saw
I ain't got
highlights,
time for that. But yeah,
I
dude,
don't know how you're able to watch it.
I'm pretty sure he dominated
He did. He dominated Giannis.
Giannis. That's at least the highlights I got, and it could be because of my feed.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah.
So off-season moves, feeling pretty good about it. Feel liking where we are.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. I like the KCP move because that guy's been around and he understands championships. He gets it.
Championships.
And then I do really like the Bruce Brown pickup because in the playoffs, if you look at his playoff numbers, so when it's go time, when it's compete time, that guy's a gamer. So those are two great pickups for us. Losing Monte is hard. I don't mind losing Will, though that's hard too. And I respect Will Barton and everything he ever did for the Nuggets.
We've talked more shit about Will Barton on this show than any other Nugget.
Are you sure about that?
I know.
I'm pretty damn sure about
I
that.
know. I'm a Will Barton hater.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, he was a team guy. I get it. He was a team guy. He was frustrating as hell to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's saying anything about him or about the Nuggets, but he is our all-time three-point leader.
That won't be there long.
So thank you for what
Jamal's
you did
gonna
for
catch
us.
that.
But thank you for what you did for us. But wherever he went,
Good luck with the Wizards.
Yeah.
The poor Wizards, man.
Oh, they'll be fine.
And I'll
I'll
miss Monte too. I was
I miss
watching
Monte
just a little while ago. NBA TV had on the game Monte hit that 3 to beat Golden State last year.
Yeah, during the regular season.
Yeah, during the regular season, and I was just like, but what was funny about that is like Monte in like a minute 50 had this like really bad turnover. You're like, but then he came back and he got a layup to like tie it, and then he hit a 3 to win it. You're just like, you're gonna miss that a little bit, but you're gonna miss that like you'll miss Gary Harris twice. You got him in twice, guys. You'll miss Monte like you'll miss Gary Harris, and that's where we're at now.
I really don't miss Gary Harris.
I miss Gary
I know
Harris.
you do.
Okay,
There was a chance we were going to sign him this offseason, but we didn't.
that's okay. All right, off season we're good.
What about the rumors of us going after Carmelo?
That's not gonna happen, but I'd love it
Well, you don't have him.
because it's not.
Sounds
It's already
like
like,
We're already over the luxury tax by like
He's a
11,000.
veteran. He's a veteran.
pay him at the veteran minimum.
Millennium.
Where he's
Millennium.
at this point in his career.
Well, I would love it
I
too.
think it would be fun. Sorry, you have your fact.
But didn't he sign with someone already?
No, he is a free agent. He has decided he is not going back to LA.
He decided that. I did not know that. So he's not going.
LeBron was trying to.
Because just yesterday I looked at like an LA thing.
It was
And
kind of like,
No, he's not signing with him.
he's not signed with LA.
well, he knows what a train wreck that shit
Yeah,
is.
LeBron can't build a team just like LeBron can't sell cell phones. I mean, any deal he comes up with is horrible.
Okay.
And
real
I think
quick.
he's CGI'd in that commercial.
I agree. That's exactly.
He's CGI'd.
No, that's exactly what I was gonna say. No, that's that like
You mentioned something once to me. You're like, I think he's CGI'd. I was like, no. And then
No,
I was
no.
watching it. My in-laws had this really big, nice TV, and I was watching. I was like, that motherfucker is CGI.
Oh, you think they put him in front of that like random like Verizon chick?
No. Lily.
Yeah.
No, but like when they zoom out and it's just this tall black man with a, it's from behind, tall black man with a beard standing next to the short little white lady. That's not actually LeBron.
No.
He CGI'd that.
Agreed.
He CGI'd that.
Yeah, if you've not seen that Kendrick Lamar video where he takes on the facial aspects of other people, this is technology nowadays.
He CGI'd that shit. What a lazy fuck.
No. Why he's making money without even being there? Why are you mad at him about that?
Because he's making money without even being there.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's like next level stuff. But
He
I
had
don't
to
like
voice it.
LeBron. He did have to voice it. He had to get in the studio. He probably got on a phone and was like, okay, so I can't do a LeBron. Anyone have a LeBron voice?
No.
All right. Well, we all know what we're talking about here, I think.
He's
Yeah,
CGI'd.
not without sounding terribly, terribly racist. I'm not going to go there.
Good job.
Uh,
Hesitation is the better part of discretion.
um,
All right.
I thought it was cool that Malone went out to Serbia and surprised Jokic
Yeah.
for the back-to-back, MVP.
Yeah, I'm
award.
glad he got it in Serbia,
Yeah.
in his stable.
Mhm. He came back from writing.
I have a lot to relate with when it comes to Jokic because I also like horses.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Anyone else?
I like horses.
Yeah, Tim likes horses. Do you like horses?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, Tim's been a wrangler, and actually, yeah, he knows horses.
Yeah, Tim knows horses well.
I like horses. It's fun riding a horse.
I really
Horse,
enjoy
of course.
horses.
I like watching Dave ride a horse.
Please, Tim, not now. Now's not the time. I already
wings.
screwed up Mark Malone.
Chicken wings are hilarious.
I can stay on it, man.
I know you can't.
All right.
I'm not saying you can't ride.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the way you do
The
ride.
way I do.
Oh, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Nuggets Nation. Let's dig.
Okay. Try it, dude. Just try it. Let's dig.
Let's dig.
Let's dig and ride. Let's ride and dig.
Ride and dig.
Yeah.
Nuggets Nation. Let's dig.
Just some like redheaded.
Did you see Malone and Aaron Gordon doing Let's Ride the other day?
I did not.
It was on their feed. It was Aaron Gordon did a really good one. He kind of sounded like he was like, "Let's ride."
Yeah. Gordon's awesome. Okay. So things to look forward to this year. I have the very first. And this is a stat thrown out by Joel Resch. Because he's the master of Nugget stats. Let's just be quite honest.
Good.
Yeah. And that is when it's a small sample size, my friends. A very small sample size. It's 9 games. But with the 4, so we're talking MPJ, we're talking Gordon, we're talking Murray, and we're talking Jokic.
Yep.
When the 4 of them played together, they were at a plus 16 clip, which is
net rating.
With a plus 16 net rating, which is the highest in NBA history. 9 games, though.
Dude, what are you doing?
Go under or over.
I want to play.
Yeah, not right now. Hey, go off there.
I just want to stay with you, Dad.
Okay.
You want a selfie?
Guys. Okay.
Whoa. This can be. Yeah.
Part of it. All right. Okay. Just don't talk, okay? All right.
Hey, Luna. How are you? Can you believe that the Nuggets in 9 games had a plus 16 efficiency rating?
No.
Right. Hard
I
to
can't
keep.
believe it either.
They're really good with those 4 players.
Hey, you two, go get Aunt Liz. Go get Aunt Liz.
Okay.
Attack.
I want to play.
Yeah, we'll play later.
With Aunt Liz. Go. I mean, your mom, your aunt.
My dress was under my knees.
Uh,
My dress was under my knees.
Hard to believe. Really hard to believe.
small sample size, only 9 games.
God,
Transition.
damn kids. Yeah, no, it is. It is a small. I love both of those to death.
Right.
But yeah, no, they are the best in NBA history with that 9-game sample size with that plus 16. Is it an efficiency rating?
Net rating?
I thought it was a net rating. Yeah, a plus some others.
There's offensive net rating.
Yeah. So
like that.
Anyway, what I'm trying to
They're
say,
really good. They're really
if
good
those
together.
4 guys together, it's game over.
Right.
It's game
It was
over.
exciting once we got Aaron Gordon, and we already were feeling it. Remember when we just absolutely destroyed the Sixers?
We forget that Aaron Gordon is a thing. Like he's a dude.
Well, and he gets to play within himself again now that we have Jamal
Exactly.
and MJ back.
Yeah.
He's not going to be our
He
second
doesn't have
leading
to
scorer.
shoot threes.
He probably still shoot a little bit of threes, but he
Oh
doesn't
no,
have to
I
shoot
know
threes.
he doesn't have to shoot threes.
Yeah, he gets to play power forward
Yeah.
again.
Good to shoot.
He doesn't.
No, I don't
He
mind
doesn't
him
have to
shooting
be small
threes.
forward anymore.
No.
He'll be power forward again.
Exactly.
Get some rebounds. We can play some transition and alley oop it to him.
Alley oop. Alley oop. That's one of the better plays in basketball.
Oop-a-doop.
Yeah. Have you heard of the alley oop tip?
No, I have
It's
not.
like-
No. Oh, you know what happens during an alley oop? One guy throws it to another guy, like towards the rim, and that guy catches it and dunks it. It's called an alley oop.
Alley oop.
You know why?
It's like when they figure it out in that Will Ferrell movie. What is that? Was that The Tropics? What was that song?
Yeah.
What was that movie called?
Yeah.
Well, they're the Tropic Thunder.
No, the movie.
Oh yeah, semi-pro.
Yeah. When they create the alley oop. When they create
Yeah,
the
they
alley-oop.
create the alley oop.
Yeah. It's legal. When they did the ref doesn't know what to call.
Yeah. No, the Nuggets with those guys. But here's the problem.
There's no problem.
Okay, there's
What's
no
the problem, Dave?
Well, are we going to be healthy? And are we going to play Jamal minutes at the beginning of the season? Are we going to sacrifice all that in hopes that we just get into the playoffs? And
Yeah, how much are we going to treat him with kid gloves?
yeah, I want to know the answer to that. Do you guys have?
I think he's already kind of said it. Like he probably won't play back-to-backs right now.
That's fine.
Minute restriction for the first 10 games of the season. 20
He's a
games?
grown-ass man. Put your big boy pants on and get out there and play.
I mean,
Right.
it's been a year and a
Over a
half.
year and a half. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Damn,
Get out there.
go
You're
play.
dunking. You're shooting threes. You're
Yeah,
doing all this
just
stuff. Just play
Get
the
your
damn
confidence.
game.
Here, okay,
Play the damn game.
Jamal Murray, you're good. You have you're in one of the best surgeons ever to do this on you, and you did it. And you need to just get back to being a confidence baller. You are a baller with confidence, and freaking ball. That's what you do. And if you injure yourself again, that's part of it. But just go ham, homie. No time for this, Nuggets. There's no time for this.
There's no time.
You know why?
The West is stacked.
It's championship or bust.
Oh, there it is. The answer to the question.
Timmy?
What?
Championship or bust?
Yeah.
You told me yesterday, like, we have to win a championship or it's not a freaking...
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see us win the whole damn thing.
Well, yeah, me too. I think Will would like that as well.
I think I think if we don't make it to the Western Conference Championship, it's a bust. If we don't get a chance to play for that with what we put together, I think it's a bust of the season. And once we get there, the rest, I don't know. Once we get there, we'll see what happens.
All right, who stands in our way? Lay it out there. The bettors love the Clippers. I'm not sold.
No, Clippers always suck. Clippers always choke.
I mean, Kawhi has a really big hand, but other than that,
Kawhi doesn't play very much either.
I think the Clippers are going to be better now that they have Kawhi back and John Wall, but I don't. Yeah.
Oh, they got Wall in their room.
Yeah.
he's not that good.
I think the Grizzlies take a step back. Jaren Jackson's hurt for almost half the season.
Sweet.
Jazz is taking a step back.
Yeah.
Oh, Jazz won't be.
Mavs look good. Mavericks are
I'm
going
not
to be
worried
good.
about the man.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about the Mavs.
Suns and Golden State, man.
And Clippers and LA Lakers. There you go. So we're okay.
I'm not worried about the
I'm not
Lakers.
worried about
Oh,
the
you don't like the Schroeder pickup, guys?
I'm not
Do
worried
you think
about the Lakers.
Schroeder's going to change things?
Unless Anthony Davis just goes absolute.
No,
ham,
Anthony
ammo.
Davis.
But he'll get hurt.
So, yes, he will. I saw a meme of his the other day.
Even if he has a great season, he's going to get hurt.
Where is it?
You can't discount the Lakers. You can't. Because maybe after a year of playing together, they all like harmonized. Maybe they went on like some sort of Aaron Rodgers like spiritual journey together.
Where they had ayahuasca.
Yeah, exactly. And they all came together. And then it was like, you know what? We all don't, it's not the numbers that matter. It's the team. But that's probably not likely.
Right.
So
Well, then where do we fit? Where do you think?
well, Tim's got a meme. Let's go with meme.
Yeah, let's go to the Anthony Davis meme. Did you find it?
I did, yes. It's a bunch of pictures of Anthony Davis hurt, and it says AD is the NBA's all-time leader in negative MRIs. Always hurt, never injured. Just a bunch of him on the floor, writhing in pain.
Ooh,
That's rough. Yeah. I
truth
mean,
hurts.
Yeah.
the truth does hurt sometimes. Is Zion Williamson also?
Hurts. Not injured. The truth doesn't injure, just hurts.
Yes.
Zion is
If the
slimmed
truth
down.
injured, I'd
Oh man.
be Mark Malone out of here.
Yeah, you sure would.
Yep.
Zion is slimmed down.
Yeah, the
For
Pelicans are gonna be good.
Yeah, you
The
know.
Pelicans are gonna be good.
They're
There's a
gonna be,
statement I haven't heard since Anthony
No.
Davis was a part of the team.
They got McCollum. They got
Zion's going to get hurt again, man.
Yeah.
His body is the way he plays, and his body size are not conducive.
Can we just reserve him for the dunk contest? Do a dunk contest and see if you can play the rest of the season. So you don't have to play the first half of the season. You have to do the dunk contest. This is in your contract, and then after that, just play and see what happens.
right. Have to do it.
That'd be cool. What were you saying?
I
Sorry.
was gonna say, so we're talking about all this and where we stack up and championship or bust. Do we win the division?
Well, Minnesota's there.
Well,
I
They
think
should win.
I think Utah is going to be down. Although shrewd moves Utah did, but they're definitely in rebuild mode, right?
yeah, they're trying to get picks.
But they made some in trying to get picks. They also made some shrewd moves that will keep them Oklahoma City competitive.
Right. You
You can't just
show up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the question is, are we better than Minnesota?
I think so. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
wise.
We're better than Minnesota.
We're better than Minnesota. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're not?
I'm not sure about that. I think Anthony Edwards is the real deal and only going to get better.
I agree with that.
I think Karl Anthony Towns is just a jerk.
But he's good.
Jerk.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
He's just a jerk face.
He's a jerkwad, guys.
Kick
So
him in
is-
the
so is
shin right
Rudy.
away.
But yeah, no, I think they're legit.
You think they win the division?
You have to take the best player over a better player, right? I mean, you got to take Jokic over Towns. You got to take. Do you think KCP can lock down Edwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bruce Brown.
And
We're
Bruce
going to be
Brown,
so
okay.
flexible with those guys. And yeah,
I was flexible once. I used to be able to touch my toes.
that's good.
That's good.
That was a long time ago.
Long
Okay.
time ago, there was lots of people.
Where do we
That was a
finish?
long time ago.
That was a long time
Are we
ago.
third? Are we fourth? Are we fifth? Where do we finish in the West, guys?
Why are you asking the hard questions?
I'm just curious where you think we're in.
We're top 3, man.
Top 3. I like that, Tim.
All right.
Tim says we're top
If we're
3.
staying, if we stay healthy, we're top 3.
Okay. Here, let's just. You got to. The Clippers are
How many
not.
teams are better than us?
The Clippers are not. I don't care what you say.
There's 2. Don't.
But they're predicted to be better than us.
Who gives a shit about predictions?
That's what we're doing.
I think
We're
the
giving
Suns are going through
predictions.
some
We're giving
turmoil
our
too right
predictions,
now.
but who gives a shit about other
The Suns are going through some
I
turmoil.
don't care about other people's predictions.
I think the Suns are going to be as good as everybody thinks they are.
Why?
Well,
They're
they're
shit.
yeah,
Like
their
what?
their owners
Oh, the
have to
ownership.
sell because he's racist.
Yeah, and Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton are not.
They haven't talked since last
Yeah.
year after the last game.
There's some shit.
They
going on.
haven't talked.
They haven't talked. They haven't spoken to one another.
They'll probably be fine.
Do you talk to your? I mean, when you played, was it like, did you like reach out for your coach? I really need to talk to you.
I don't know.
Well, I
was in
mean,
high
he pretty
school
much
and I
said
saw
publicly
him.
he wants to trade him, and then they re-signed him. They have
It's
no,
they're gonna I don't know.
well,
I hate the Phoenix
gotta let
Suns,
him go.
but here's what eliminates them as better than us. Jamal Murray, if he actually plays and doesn't freaking baby his way through this thing.
right.
But yeah,
Jamal.
Jamal is better than
It's going to be so fun to watch the 2-man game again, guys.
yes. Oh my god, it's gonna be
It's going
awesome.
to be awesome.
Timmy, there's another one. There.
No, it's okay. I have one here. I was just curious.
It's really
what it
good.
was. I was just curious what it was.
River
These
But-
aren't bad.
But
And one of
Jamal,
those Boecha.
today's show is brought to you by River Witch and Wisecraft Brewing, Memphis Best, or at least the one that Tim's been to.
I've been to. I tried to go to one. It was closed. So we went to a liquor store and bought a 6-pack and sat in the parking lot drinking the 6-pack while we waited for Wiseacre to open.
That a baby.
Good job.
I love you. That is such a good move.
Yeah, it was one of like my second or third trip to visit Sophie and at Ole Miss.
At Ole Miss. And Ole Miss picked up a big victory over the weekend.
They did. Yes, they did.
Oh,
Hotty toddy.
Christ almighty. Who the hell are we?
Fun flam.
God damn.
Ole Miss.
We're the
Right.
Patriots. All right. Okay.
Did you see their camo helmets?
No, I didn't see their
No, I
camo
didn't.
helmets.
Yeah.
I watched zero football this
one
weekend.
of the like what? Oh God, what was it like? Oak tree, not mossy oak, but one of the other ones that has tree in it, real tree. Their CEO played football in the '80s at Ole Miss, so their helmets on the weekend they wore
He
their
paid
powder
for that?
Yeah, he wore their powder blues, and like it said, like had his logos on it, and then like the helmet was like their baby blue and white, like it was camo.
So they done sold out to this guy.
I mean, Lane Kiffin's the coach, of course.
Yeah, of course.
They're trying to get as
You're,
much
giving,
money
you're giving me money
You're
to
giving
buy
them-
players.
to buy players. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's-
I know, bro.
What do you think about that? Sorry, quick college football tangent. NIL, good or bad for
It's
the
free agency
for the world.
college football.
It's bad.
everyone okay with that?
Not good.
I mean, it helps us get. It helped Texas get.
Yeah, it's going to help the big programs get better.
Yep.
I don't really see. Well, kind of, but like, I don't know.
Big programs, people who have alums with a lot of money are obviously going to get more people, but it kind of opens it up to other schools who have rich alums who can bring people in to pay them. But the thing is when you put the NIL with the transfer portal, and those two not being like cohesive, it kind of makes things. There's like a player out there who got injured and is still getting paid his NIL, even though he's never going to play football again.
Good for that player.
He lost. He didn't even get injured. He lost his starting job and quit football. And now he gets to keep the NIL deal because he signed it. There's no like contingency on him.
Hey, good for him.
It's called free market, bro.
I'm just saying they got. I think they need it. I don't know. I'm not. A big fan
I
of
hear
it.
you, man. I'm not a big fan either.
Not a big fan of it.
So you don't like the NBA?
I don't
No,
know.
the NBA is a
Do we
whole,
need
though.
to salary cap the amount of money that
There
people
needs to
can
be
make?
some rules about NIL. That's
There needs to be
kind of
rules on
open it.
NIL.
There's gonna be some.
Oh,
other
we're gonna have to
restrictions.
regulate. We can't just let it just go rampant.
Well, it already
Well, you
is.
guys are a bunch of freaking hippies.
fascists.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to regulate this. I don't like it.
Whatever. Texas has so much freaking money. We're going to bring in a lot of good players.
And
our
never
coaching-
win.
And our coaching is just never going to make halftime adjustments.
You know who they should hire is Carl Durrell.
Ah, yes. Carl Durrell. I hear he's open now.
He is.
This
This
guy's
guy's
free. Fucking A. Sorry. We grew up in a time where like,
Yeah, we did.
we grew up in a time where
The prime.
CU football mattered. And like it didn't matter. Like, you know, we weren't always undefeated, but we were always ranked and we were going to BCS bowls and we were competitive and we were fun to watch. And the CU Nebraska rivalry was just right up there with the top ones. And they were just so much fun to watch. And now just so hard to watch now. I can't I finally get the Pac-12 network at my house. I'm like, sweet, I get to watch CU. I find myself turning in a few minutes into the game because I go, I can't watch this.
Right.
Like this, it hurts. It's painful.
Imagine how a Nebraska fan feels.
Oh, yeah, who cares? They're
They won
Nebraska.
that. They won this last weekend.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, a couple of years ago, one thing CU did do right is when we did that home and home with them, we won both.
We won both. Yeah, exactly.
So that's the one good thing CU's done recently.
Yeah, no, it's been bad. I hate Mel Tucker. But we don't need to go down this route. We don't And we won't. We're going to regroup here.
The Nuggets are going to be awesome.
They're going to be more than awesome. They're going to be Western Conference champions, and they're going to match up with Giannis, and it's going to be like the Euros. And
I like Malone. Malone even has a different attitude so far during training camp. And he seems like he said he's not having to like bring the guys together to like get that cohesiveness. He goes like Jordan and
really,
yeah. He goes.
I've heard differently.
Oh, have you?
Well, I've heard they've not been working as hard, and he had to like stop and like regroup them because they were like not focused.
Who?
Malone. I
I didn't hear that. I heard that like. You know, Green and Jordan had like brought all the team. Maybe they were goofing around too much.
No, well, that was it. Like they brought the team together, and he was like, "What's the goals?" And they were like, "We want to win a championship." And then like the next couple of days, they weren't working like they should. So I think he had to Mark Malone.
So do you think this is what a championship team does?
Yeah, Mark Malone had to regroup them.
Way to go, Mark.
Yeah, he's the best.
I love you're just going with it. I appreciate you. You know, when you go, you go.
There's alternative universes, man. There's planes and degrees. You have no idea. Like it's like this. We don't even live, man. We're just constantly living. That's what
we don't even live, man. We just constantly live.
Yeah,
right.
We don't die. We're just always there.
Losers. Oh man, what was the quote I had? I saw this cool quote the other day
about losers.
No.
Losers lose and winners win.
Yeah,
no.
But when losers lose more than winners, they lose more.
It is. Lazy people. Lazy people do little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still think they're being lazy.
There you go.
That's cool.
I thought that was a good quote.
It's a very good quote.
Kind of applies towards Nuggets. Don't be lazy and think you're going to get places.
What was that quote from that swimmer in the Olympics, the last Olympics, where he was like, pressure is a gift. That's not the exact quote. But it was like, the fact that I put myself in this situation to have pressure on me is a gift, right? Like I've worked so hard to get to this spot that now there's pressure on me to perform. That's I forget the exact quote.
I'm trying to find it. I remember it. It was really cool.
Yeah. Pressure is a gift. It doesn't matter. For all our Bros on Nugs fans, we'll be updating the studio. We got a fat head of Carmelo Anthony we'll be putting up in hopes that he joins the Nuggets. How cool would that be? And
that's what Tim said earlier.
Yeah, pressure is a privilege.
There you go.
Nailed it.
That's a Russell Wilson quote there.
That's not a Russell
Wilson. No, it was an
That
Olympic
a
swimmer. He's like,
yeah.
Pressure is a privilege.
Pressure is a privilege. That's so cool.
That's a cool quote.
It's a great quote. All right, guys. All right, let's wrap it up with this. And by wrap it up, I mean we're gonna probably go on a tangent for like 8 more hours.
Wrap it up, B.
But all right, we finished where we tried to get here. Where do we finish in the West?
Tim says top 3, right?
That's the top 3.
Well, then who are the other 2 that are with us?
Golden State.
I always forget about them.
The champions.
I always
Steph Curry. They've got
I
Vice
did
with that.
the Suns and Golden State.
The Suns and Golden State. Even though the Suns like have a little turmoil going in there, if they can pull it all together, they're a very dangerous team. Other than that, I don't see anybody actually being like should finish better than us. But I mean, I don't know. I think we're top 3, 4 at worst.
So
We're top.
where we are every year.
Last year we were
That's
sixth.
super depressing.
Last year we were 6th.
I know, but
We're gonna be 3 this year.
our predictions last year were the same. We're like 3 to 5. Like it's every
Dude,
year. it's
Last
the
year I
same.
said 4 to 6.
Every year's the freaking same.
This year I
That's
said
all I'm
3
saying.
to 4. Well, at some point you break the mold.
Well, it's not you. It's not your predictions that are angering me. It's that we're gonna be there again.
Yes, and if we have a higher seed, we have home court advantage, and that bodes well
This
for
team's
us.
going to be more fun to watch this year. Jamal and MPJ going to be healthy. We're going to play great basketball. Bones Highland's
Wow,
gonna take
thanks a
jump.
lot, Will.
Bones Highland's going to take a jump. So is Najee.
So where are we finishing?
Championship.
3 to 5. Are you
We're
putting
Top
us?
3.
Where are
We're
you
top
putting
3.
us?
I believe Tim's right. When we're going to finish before we get in the playoffs doesn't mean we can't win it all in the 3 spot.
Where do you see us, Dave?
I don't see us. I have no future. I'm not a Grabstradamus.
Dave Dodamas.
Dave Dodamas. I can't see us.
I can't see the future. It's too cloudy.
But if I could predict the future, based off of the
1 seed.
based off the 9 games that they played together,
2 seed.
we're a 1 seed. I mean, if we can make it all the way without an injury. I mean, are we gonna have an injury to the top 4? Is MPJ gonna play the whole season?
No.
No, there's going
Is
to be
he
times where
MPJ's going to get hurt. I'm not even counting. You keep talking about our big 4. I'm like, who's our 4th guy? You're like, MPJ. I'm like, well, MPJ's not going to be around.
So we just
you guys see him try to grow his little peach fuzz beard.
No.
It's kind of funny. But he's still a kid.
he's just a baby.
He's just a baby.
He's like 21.
He's just a baby.
He's just a little boy.
He's just a baby.
I hope he's healthy.
Who's bigger than us? Who's stronger and faster?
Bigger,
Bigger, strong. Yeah, that's how he ended. Bigger, stronger, faster.
Smarter.
No, he's not smart. No, he's not smarter.
That's not fair.
I think it's true.
Shall we do an IQ test against MPJ? He's probably going to be smarter than all of us. Missouri.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, I don't think so,
You
bro.
You just backed Will's case by saying Missouri.
You're right. Maybe that. So we're not. Well, Tim.
He's a hell of an athlete. He's a hell of an
You
athlete.
guys think we're third? We're in the 3rd spot behind Golden State and Phoenix.
We're top 3, man.
Those
When I
guys
say
have
we're
been in the
top 3.
championship the last 2 years. Is what it is, man.
You know who erases Looney? Jordan.
I'm not worried about Looney.
But you should be because he out rebounded almost our entire team.
Yeah. Well, not Jokic.
Yeah, but everyone else. You're not worried about Looney?
Looney's a good role player, man, but I'm not worried about him.
Are you worried about Green? He's older.
Jeff Green.
No, not Jeff Green.
Oh, Draymond?
Yeah.
And that's like, if we're talking a series, there's so much to be said prior to that and how the season's gone.
Green's role should change a little
Dude,
bit. with
he's
Rice
their
coming
engine.
back.
I would feel a lot if he was really good. Remember when Green got hurt that one game and we thought he might be out for a significant time?
We were like, we're going to win this.
We're like, oh man, we're going to win this series. Because when he went out, they went. He's their engine, man. He's their heart. He's their soul.
Sticky glue that holds them together.
Yeah, he's the sticky glue that holds them together, dude. And that's why he wants to get paid. And they're talking about not paying him. And if they don't, they're really dumb.
Is there anyone in the East who's going to win the championship this year? The Celtics obviously will take a tiny step backwards.
Oh no, they got.
I mean, with Middleton back, you can't discount the Bucks. It's a good team. Miami. Yeah.
Miami what?
Miami what?
Yeah, I mean, Miami what?
Miami's okay, dude.
Yeah, they're okay. They're not. Tyler Hero is one of the most overrated NBA players. Like,
Yeah, he had one good series
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
exactly.
and
He actually caught
Who got
fire, and then but you can't. That's not a consistent. Brooklyn
that team looks good.
with Kyrie.
Kyrie's a piece of shit.
Why
He
you
can ball, but he can beat
No
shit.
no COVID restrictions.
He still doesn't want to play every night. Like, he's already come out and said, I
Oh,
only want
really?
to play like 50-something games this season. Like, he's not a
So it's
team
not
player.
even the COVID thing.
No, it's not the COVID thing anymore. He doesn't want to play back-to-backs. He doesn't want to travel from East Coast to West Coast.
So he's Jamal Murray.
He's just a freaking Jamal Murray's doing it because he's coming back from an injury. Kyrie's doing it because he's drama. Like, I don't he's a hell of a basketball player, and if he played every game,
but I don't like basketball that.
yeah, I don't want to travel that far to help you guys play on this road trip. I think that's a terrible teammate, and I think he's a terrible. I guess a terrible teammate.
Terrible.
He's a good basketball player, but I mean, come on, how if he's only going to play 50 games, and there's 80 or 60, whatever it was. I mean, you're still putting a whole lot on Kevin Durant's shoulders, who's a hell of a basketball player as well. But it just shows you his commitment. Who says that Kyrie in the middle of the playoffs is not going to be like, I'm a little tired, I'm going to sit out tonight?
He wouldn't do that.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You don't know that.
I do
could see him sitting out in the playoffs.
I would never see that. But time for season predictions. We've already given you where we're gonna sit in the standings, which is everyone thinks we're gonna suck. Apparently, my brothers.
What's your prediction?
What's this new prediction we're doing now, Dave?
We're doing predictions for like awards.
Oh,
You guys ready?
okay. Got it.
All right. Who wants to start? I will start with
MVP.
No, we build MVP.
All right.
Damn.
Well, that's
Rookie.
the last one.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Sorry, Mark Malone. Defensive Player of the Year. Go. Contavious Caldwell-Pope he will be the Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA.
Oh God, I don't want to say Rudy Gobert.
Oh my God! Why would you?
Wow, Rudy won it 2 years in a row.
That means it's somebody else's turn.
Except for Jokic and MVP. So.
Yeah, I don't know who would be the defense. Rudy Gobert is the name that popped in my head, but I didn't want to say it.
All right. Well, you both said it. Sixth Man of the Year. Go.
Bones Island.
Bones Island.
Thumbs Island.
Okay. MVP. Go.
I want to say Jokic, but
If we
it's a good thing if he doesn't, because that means Jamal Murray is going ham too.
if we don't
And that's my pick for MVP. Jamal Murray. 3
I
numbers.
really want to see Jokic win a third one, but for him to win a third one, we have to finish.
I'll say
And we have to win the
Giannis.
championship.
I'll say Giannis.
No, we have to finish in the top 3 in the West.
Oh my God, you guys are awful.
I'm going to go with Jokic in a three-peat because he's going to get more assists than in one season than any big man has ever had. And he's also going to continue on his point streak because nobody can stop him. So Jokic
Correct.
will win for a third time straight. Comeback player of the year, Jamal Murray.
Ooh.
And that's a legit possibility.
Yeah.
MPJ. It will. Jamal Murray is my MVP. MPJ is my comeback player of the year. My defensive player of the year is KCP. And our sixth man is Bones Island in unanimous decision.
The sweep.
Yeah.
The quad sweep.
Well, if we go,
And we win the NBA championship.
if we go 80-2, then that's all going to happen.
Is Jokic better than Michael Jordan?
Excuse me. He's changing the game for the big man in a way that other people before him have changed the game for other positions. So in a way, I'm not
I asked
saying
the hard-hitting questions.
in a way he's doing something for a position that's never been done before that a lot of big men are going to change
Well,
their
it
game around.
used to be done when big men dominated, and then it
Well,
went
no,
away.
he's bringing it back.
It's the 21st
What
century.
I'm saying is Jordan came in and did a whole thing, and a bunch of people, put their game off of Jordan, right?
Correct.
So now you're going to get a whole bunch of big men who are, using Jokic's game as a template. So Jokic. That was my political answer.
Right.
So you get around the bush.
Is he better than Jordan?
I answered the question, Dave.
How many MVPs did Jordan have?
4.
Was it 4 or 6?
He has 6 finals MVPs.
Oh, that's right. 7 championships,
6 championships.
6 championships, and 4 MVPs.
I think so. I love.
That's not that good.
I love how all these people are coming out and just being like,
Right.
you know, all these former NBA players. I don't know if you guys have seen this, or just coming out and being like, Jordan's the GOAT. Like, Jordan's game helped create who LeBron is. Jordan's 6-0. Jordan has this. Jordan does this. Jordan does this. And you compare like the numbers, like statistically by season, and in that short span that Jordan actually played, he actually has more points over the age of 30 than LeBron does. Who LeBron will surpass that because LeBron's going to play a couple more years.
Until his son gets drafted by the Lakers.
I'll just continue the fall of the Lakers.
How cool would that be? Just the downfall of the Lakers. What if they're not good again for like 2 decades?
That'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be great.
Oh, man. Dreams, man. Just dreams. Well, we dream, and we dream big around here on Bros on Nugs. And do we win an NBA championship? No one really answered
I
that
think
question.
I'm more excited. I'm more excited this year than I was last year. That's all I can tell you. And I think we're
Why
gonna go
can't you
far.
commit to something?
Okay, we're winning this year.
Yeah! All right! Okay, Timmy?
Yeah, we have a great chance to win.
I think.
Oh, my God! Just commit to something. Come on.
Come on!
Come on, man.
We'll win the championship.
Yes! All right. We're going to win the championship. Championship or bust, baby. That's what it's all about.
Bust.
Don't do that.
I'm
I'm
kidding.
not ending on that.
I'm
Oh
kidding.
my
I was like
God.
on camera.
Yeah, you don't get to do that. God, you suck, Will. Really? We all just made an agreement that we all think we're going to win a championship.
I said or bust.
Dirty middle-aged man.
Seriously. Oh, he meant like busting nuts.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you not see his hand gesture?
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.